Baptiste leaves it for Allen. Ooh,
good interception by Rush.
Was. There is the final whistle.
Well, he's
Referee blows his whistle. It's he's blown about 30 seconds early.
Yeah,
I think.
the board went up for 6 minutes, and the Dover Dover players quite reasonably are asking him why he hasn't played that. He's telling them he's actually putting his hand up and saying it was 5. So there must have been some sort of miscommunication there.
Oh, right.
Mason have seen it out. They've won 1-0.
Okay.
Just for a second here, I don't think we're euphoric about that result, but we haven't beaten Dover in a league match since 2007.
Yes.
So, let's just take a moment to enjoy that.
I think we should. But for you, the outstanding players for Maidstone?
I thought Rush had a very good game, actually. Although he didn't score, he was very lively. He created quite a lot. Amanci again as the goal scorer. Although he missed that chance towards the end, he's ultimately made the difference between the sides. And I think what you saw today was a side fairly short of defensive-minded players.
Yeah.
And coping reasonably well in the end.
George Fowler, I thought, had a good game at the back as well. Looked solid, didn't he?
Yeah, well, I think he always does, to be honest. Fowler, he's that sort of player. He doesn't often put a foot wrong. I thought Dover I thought they gave a very good account of themselves, the way that they played. They're very near the bottom of the table. They've been struggling all year, but they were in it right until the very end. But, let's not get carried. I think we've both seen Maidstone get beaten quite heavily by Dover down the years. Certainly I can remember them winning 4-1 here in a televised game on BT Sport, where we weren't really at the races for too long in that game. So it's no small thing to beat a side that you haven't beaten for such a long time in the league. So I think we should enjoy that and focus on the fact that we won 1-0 rather than sort of pick holes in the display.
And for Dover, I suppose standout players are probably Iffy Allen again. We've already mentioned him with his pace, but also Nick Dembele when he came on in the second half seemed to give Maidstone a few problems, didn't he?
Yeah, I think he was one of those sort of players. I thought possibly they may regret the fact they didn't start him, because he did look lively. That ball over the top, I thought sooner or later it was going to catch Maidstone out, and it didn't in the end. We did get away with it, but I did think he made a difference for them when he came on.
So for Maidstone now, we switch to the FA Trophy, of course. Dartford at Princes Park on Saturday. They've had a 4-3 win down at Worthing tonight. They're going to be up for that, aren't they?
Well, they are, but I mean, they always are when we come to town.
Yes,
it's just such a historically loaded fixture. And, even though it's a long time since all of the historical events that caused the bad blood have happened, it's an interesting sort of rivalry, because when Maidstone first started playing Dartford again, it never really flared up. The fans weren't segregated. It was quite well managed by the stewards at both grounds.
Yeah.
And then it's just been in the last sort of 2 or 3 seasons when, it doesn't take much for something to start a rivalry. It can be a manager, it can be a player, it can be an incident in the crowd or something like that. But it's just become one of these fixtures where I believe it's all ticket.
Yes.
So you can't just bowl up to Princes Park and pay to get in. You've actually got to pay in advance. So, it'll be interesting. And I think we're going to have to play a bit better than we did today if we're going to get something out of it.
I think you're absolutely right. Final score here at the Gallagher Stadium. Maidstone United 1, Dover Athletic 0 in the Kent Derby. Thanks to Fred Atkins. I'm Chris Bechervaise. We'll see you next time.